So basically, I think this is going to look really close. I think it's going to be really close. Now, it's going to be sitting on a carburetor. Welcome back to the workbench, where we try to make things. We're continuing to try to make today is Monogram's Heavy Chevy Chevelle. This is the Buddy's Buddy build. It's the build that we're basing off of a buddy of mine's buddy's car, hence the Buddy's Buddy build. And if you'd like to get caught up on this build, you can check the description down below. There's a link where you can get completely caught up to the previous videos. And where we're at right now is building a air cleaner for this motor, for the 396. So my buddy left a comment on the last episode, let me know that his buddy's car actually has a stock air filter in it, because I didn't know. I haven't seen the motor, so I didn't know if it was stock, open stock, what it was. And the Heavy Chevy Chevelle kit comes with an open style air cleaner or a supercharger with a hat on it. It doesn't come with a stock air cleaner. Cowl inducted air filter that comes stock on the Chevelle, 396, 454, whichever one. So what I thought we'd do is we'd make one. But first, let's take a quick look at what they actually look like. And so it's a bit of a complicated air cleaner because, again, it's Cowl inducted, right? So it actually, the hood closes down on it and makes the seal and you get your induction. But I think I've got a way to do that. And what I have is 3 different parts to work from. I have the original open style air cleaner from the Heavy Chevy kit, and that's what we'll use for the actual air filter. Then I also have an air filter from an Olds 442 kit, which isn't exactly the same, but it is a GM part, and it is kind of close, and I think it'll make a good base, the base portion of the air cleaner we're trying to make. But let me just finish off. I also have an air cleaner from a Mach 1 that we didn't use when we built the Mach 1 kit. Now, the problem with the Olds, we'll just call it the Olds air filter, its snorkel is too short. If we look back at the picture, the 396 at least had quite a long snorkel on that air cleaner. And the one on the Oldsmobile just seems too short to me. But I think I've got a fix for that, and that's what the Mach 1 air filter is for, and we'll take a look at that here in just a second. But first, what I was able to do was just grind out the center. I used the Dremel and just ground out the center because we've got to get the original air filter to fit down in there. So I ground that out with a Dremel, and then I kind of finished off that job using an X-Acto knife, just kind of whittled it down to where it needed to be. And now the original filter from the Heavy Chevy actually fits into the Olds filter. Are you following me? This is why I took pictures. I remembered to take pictures because I didn't think I'd be able to describe this very well. But we still need to fix that snorkel that's too short. So what I did is I just cut the snorkel off of the Mach 1, filter, and then cut the snorkel off the Olds filter. Basically, I cut the snorkel off the Olds filter kind of as long as I could, so that way I could glue the Mach 1 snorkel onto the Olds snorkel. The word snorkel is starting to sound very weird to me. It's one of those words. I don't know. It's like ROADs or whatever. But anyways, yeah, so I glued the snorkel to the other snorkel and got a longer snorkel. God almighty. But anyways, it still needed to be sanded down. So basically, I just started kind of sanding it down to the shape it needed to be. Then I was able to prime it, which allowed me to see just some more shaping that I was able to do with filler. And then, of course, from there, which I don't have pictures of, I sanded it down even more, got it smooth, got it pretty, and painted. And here's the final product. So hopefully you guys can see this. I think what I'll do is I'll take a picture of this and I'll post it also so you can get a little better look at it. In fact, it's might even be in the thumbnail of this video. But anyways, this is what we finished off with. So basically, I think this is going to look really close. I think it's going to be really close. Now, it's going to be sitting on a carburetor. I've got this 3D printed carburetor that'll be sitting here. And then we'll have it sitting like so. And I think that's going to be very close to what it needs to be. Let me know what you think. I think the only other thing that we really need to kind of figure out, or I've got to figure out how I'm going to do, is the decals. Obviously, it needs the 396 decals and all that on the air cleaner. So I'll have to figure out how I can do that. I can print decals, but obviously, once you print, at least the ones that I'm able to print on my printer, and you put them on black, you can't print white. So it doesn't really work. What I've done in the past is printed them, put them on white vinyl, cut them out. Maybe I could do that. I don't know. I have to figure out how I'm going to get the decals on there because I think that's going to be important. But I think as far as the filter itself, I think it looks pretty darn good. And like I said, I'll include some pictures at the end of the final setup so you can kind of see how that's going to look. But let me know what you think. Obviously, let me know what you think down in the comment section. I want to hear what you have to say about, am I missing something? Did I forget something? Am I doing something wrong, or does it look okay? Just let me know down there in the comment section. There is a couple other things I want to talk about today. One is the hood of the car itself. Speaking of the Cowl Induction, it does the hood. So I think you guys are probably all familiar with this kit, but the kit comes with two different hoods. It comes with, I guess, what we'll call the stock hood, and then one that has the cutout for the supercharger, where we're going to be using the stock hood, which does have the Cowl Induction. You can see that there. It also has some hood pins that I'm going to have to shave off. But it has the Cowl Induction. What it doesn't have is all the structure on the underside for the Cowl Induction. Basically, there would be a little bit of structure in here, kind of skeletal work. I don't know what you can call that. Some bracing. I think that's a better word, like some bracing. And then there would be a circle cut out where air comes in through the cowl here, and then that circle would seal up against this, this structure. This is actually like a gasket, and that air filter sits up inside there, and then, you have Cowl Induction. This hood does not have any of that structure, and I don't know if we want to add it. Is that too much? Like, are you going to ever actually even notice? My first inclination is, yeah, we have to add it. It's part of the car. It's part of the filter. It's part of the everything. Like, it's not there. It needs to be there. I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Should we try to build in that structure? Building the structure itself, the bracing, the whole, I think that would be pretty easy. I think the hardest part is going to be making the two line up. So that's where it's going to get fun, is having the hood close right down on and making that, it wouldn't make a seal necessarily, but actually sit right where it needs to sit. We can do it. I think I'm kind of leaning towards doing that. It's extra work, it's extra time, it's extra videos, it's extra whatever that's going to be involved in this. So let me know if that's something you'd like to see. Again, I can try to document the process of doing that. If that's something you'd like to see make that happen, let me know down in the comments if you'd like to see that. But we've got one other thing we got to talk about, which really kind of stinks. So you probably noticed last episode, we glued the motor into the chassis, and obviously the motor is no longer in the chassis. Well, that's because when I went to start working on this air filter, the motor looked crooked. It just looked crooked in there, and I looked, and like, no, everything's glued up square where it needs to be. And well, except the chassis. Let me make sure you guys can see this. The chassis got a bit of a twist to it. Hopefully you can see. It needs to be untwisted this way. Can you guys, hopefully you can see that. Hopefully you can see the twist in the front of it, how this side is higher than this side, and it just needs to be a little bit of twist taken out of it. So that's always the fun thing of having to fix that. Otherwise, we're going to have one wheel way up in the air, and we're not going to be on hydraulics. So we don't want to be rolling on three wheels, right? We want to be rolling on four. We want it to be able to sit nice and flat. So I'm going to have to take care of that. That's why the motor's back out. So that I can take care of that before we glue it all back in. In fact, the reason the motor's out is I tried to start untwisting it and actually popped the motor loose because it flexed it, you know what I mean? Which is fine. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it out until I can get that chassis squared up. It is I'm looking straight down it right now, and it is a good, I'm gonna say 2 millimeters. When I look down this, it's probably a good 2 millimeters high right here that we need to get out of that, which is quite a bit. In fact, you can, I don't know, maybe you can see how much is standing off. You can see it in the shadow. See how close the shadow is to that rail and how far it is away from that rail. Pretty good twist to it. Anyways, so that's something else we got to fix. If you have any ideas at the best way to fix it, I mean, I usually just do it with heat very carefully. I don't want to goof anything up, but if you got a good method too, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear. But anyways, I think the air filter looks pretty good. You can let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the build so far. I'm having a lot of fun with this one. I love trying to create something that already exists in miniature. It's a lot of fun. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all those buttons everybody tells you to hit and do on YouTube. I've got a chassis to straighten out, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.